Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, bringing you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one's going out to our buddy Joshua Zavitz, who says that the rundown is kind of like Amazon, a quick one-stop shop. I like that. This rundown is dedicated to you. Is that a monster in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Well, not everybody is happy about Pokémon Go. The new augmented reality game was released last week in the US, Australia, and New Zealand, and it's already a huge hit, being played by millions of people and raking in loads of dough for its developers. Not all the news is good, though. Since the game requires players to physically leave their house and explore the real world, it was only a matter of time before problems started popping up. Police in Missouri claim that a group of armed robbers used the game to lure unsuspecting victims. The alleged robbers found an isolated Pokestop, which is where you can find new Pokemon and items, and then when unsuspecting players came by, they would rob them. Thankfully, the robbers didn't get away because the police were able to catch them all. Meanwhile, down under, police in Darwin, Australia are being pestered thanks to the game. One of their police stations happens to be located right next to a Pokemon gym, which is where players can challenge other teams, but the number of people coming inside the station has become a distraction. The police say you don't have to actually enter the building to be in range of the gym, so hopefully Darwin players will find a better way to evolve their Pokemon. In more tragic news, a woman in Riverton, Wyoming was searching for a rare water Pokemon near a river when she stumbled upon a dead body floating in the water. Police think the cause of death was drowning and likely had nothing to do with the game, but that's a good reminder that you never know what real things you might encounter while you're searching for virtual Pokemon. There are other reports of people walking into traffic, tripping, getting sprained ankles, and suffering other minor injuries because they're too busy looking down at their phones, and the game does warn players to stay aware of their surroundings while playing. The good news is that there are many people who say that the game has encouraged them to get out of the house, and it's also easy to meet new friends who are looking for Pokemon in the same area. One place where Pokemon Go isn't having any issues is Canada because, at the time we're filming this, the game still hasn't been officially released here. The developers say they're waiting because they don't want to overload the servers. It is possible to download the game in Canada by switching over to the American store, and there are plenty of Pokemon to catch in Canadian cities. Hopefully it will get an official Canadian launch in the next few days. You won't be able to wreak havoc with your friends on the island of Medici anytime soon. The highly anticipated fan-made Just Cause 3 multiplayer mod has been canceled. The game launched last year with no official multiplayer support, but a group of tech-savvy fans led by indie developer Cameron Foote were in the process of making a multiplayer mod for the PC version, following the success they had with a similar multiplayer mod for Just Cause 2. Despite fan anticipation, the team has ended development of the new mod, but their reason is actually pretty cool. Foote says that he doesn't have the time to work on it anymore because he was hired by Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios, and he's now working on future projects with them. This could mean that they want his help making an official multiplayer mode for Just Cause 3, or they could be planning to include multiplayer support in future games. We'll just have to wait and see. We do know that the single-player campaign for Just Cause 3 is getting its third and final expansion later this summer. It's included in the three-part Land, Sea, and Air Season Pass and will focus on the waters surrounding the island. I can't wait to dive into that. And another big game is scaling back its DLC. Halo 5 developer 343 Industries says that the free monthly updates for the game have ended and they don't plan to release any more going forward. This doesn't mean we won't be seeing any new content for the game. The team says that they have a few other things in the works, although none of them will be as big as the recent Warzone Firefight mode, which is the biggest co-op experience in Halo history. The scaling down of the DLC is sure to be a disappointment for fans, but it's not unexpected given that Halo 5 was released last year and has been updated with new content for a longer period than most games. The good news is that this gives 343 more time to work on future Halo games. They're already working with the creative assembly on the new RTS game Halo Wars 2, which deploys February 21st, 2017, and you can bet that there will be more Halo titles in the not-too-distant future.
Fireteam Osiris, the light is green.
And speaking of endless sequels, the new Ghostbusters won't be going out of business anytime soon. Sony Pictures is already planning to make multiple sequels to their new Ghostbusters movie, duh. Speaking with The Hollywood Reporter, and not in a leaked email, producer Amy Pascal revealed that the new film series will be endless. Yes, endless. So expect the studio to keep cranking out sequels as long as they can. This shouldn't surprise anyone. Remakes and reboots like the new Ghostbusters are being made because their established brand recognition makes them more profitable, and the only thing Hollywood likes more than a profitable film is many profitable films. Meanwhile, director Paul Feig has prepared an extended cut of the film for its home video release later this year. Speaking with Collider, he says the first cut clocked in at more than 4 hours, which was trimmed down to just under 2 for the theatrical release. The extended home video cut will only be an extra 15 minutes, though, so a lot is still being left on the cutting room floor.
Really?
It remains to be seen just how successful the new Ghostbusters movie will be, since it won't be released in theaters until Friday. It's already one of the most hated remakes of all time, getting loads of online hate, and from professional critics, it's so far received mostly mediocre reviews. We haven't seen it yet ourselves, but we'll be sure to let you know what we think about it when we do.
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh,
Did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time.
20th Century Fox isn't going to wait much longer to take a gamble on their latest Marvel Gambit. The big screen Gambit movie is about to lay its cards on the table. Speaking on that hashtag show, X-Men movie producer Simon Kinberg says that they plan to begin filming the Gambit solo movie in spring 2017, which would put its theatrical release sometime in early to mid-2018. This time around, Gambit will be played by Channing Tatum, replacing Taylor Kitsch, who played him in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. As for the director, the Gambit film will be helmed by Edge of Tomorrow's Doug Liman, which seems like a perfect choice. Fox is keen to make as many new X-Men spin-offs as they can following the recent success of Deadpool, which is currently the second highest grossing R-rated film of all time.
Oh no, finish your tweet. That's fine. Just give us a second.
Speaking of which, Kinberg confirmed that the Deadpool sequel will begin shooting in early 2017 as well, so expect the Merc with a Mouth to return in theaters in summer 2018. Hollywood is taking on another video game. A TV series based on the Battlefield franchise is in the works. Variety reports that the rights were just picked up by Paramount Television and Anonymous Content, one of the production companies behind The Revenant, and they plan to turn the games into a serialized show with a strong emphasis on drama and storytelling. Hopefully that doesn't backfire, given that the story campaign is usually the weakest aspect of the Battlefield games. Publisher Electronic Arts is working with Paramount and Anonymous Content on the show, but there's no word yet on what networks or streaming services might be interested in picking it up. We'll keep you up to date on the latest intel.
Shut up.
Over on the Western Front, the latest game in the series, Battlefield 1, will continue the fight on October 21st. Click the link on your screen or in the description below to watch my first impressions of the game from the floor of E3. And that wraps us up for the rundown today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back again tomorrow. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.